Wellspring Wednesday. And thank you for joining us today. Thank you for taking this time. And thank you for your trust that this is worth more than just your time, but that it's actually a way that you can feel a connection to this community, perhaps have something to think about, and maybe even find a little joy. Each week, Ray and I come into this service, quite honestly, with a little worry. Can we provide the worship experience that families seek? But when I picture you, when I think of you out there, when I think of families and individuals gathered around their screen, I begin to have faith that together we actually can make something that gives us that connection, that makes us think, that makes us feel joy. So come, let us worship together. Each week, we ask Unity families to share their joys and sorrows with us over email so that we can bring the real stories of our lives to this place, so we can celebrate together, give each other support, and hold each other in love. This week, we asked families involved in this year's Coming of Age class to share. Quinn Hendel wants to share a personal joy, writing, "I'm going to be in a musical soon, and I'm really excited for that, as are we all." Peggy Lynn shares that my family is sad this week that my stepdad, Bill Gray, is in the hospital. He is struggling with a number of health challenges. We are hopeful that he will rally and be able to go home soon, to our great joy. Katrina Nichols writes, "Here is my joy. A negative test result. Yay!" Also, teaching in person is joyful, along with a concern. Teaching in person is scary. It's hard to know for sure that I'm not getting others sick. Tom Sherman shares sorrow that my eldest, Alex, has been unemployed for 8 months and had no interviews. But then, today, he had 2 interviews at Boston Scientific for a great manufacturing engineer role. Here is my appreciation for this new opportunity and my joy with the hope that it will work for my son. Teresa Nelson and family, Justine, Margaret, and Gus, express our sorrow that our neighbor Jeff died unexpectedly 2 weeks ago. Our great joy was watching the neighbors unite in their support of his husband and sharing in the grief. Brian Kajowski, on behalf of his family, Amy, Murphy, Hal, and Callie, writes, "We are in the midst of a pandemic that shows no sign of stopping. Juggling everyday life is a huge strain on my family. And the president, well, is a sorrow. But a joy, I am currently not being devoured by sharks." Let us pray. Holy One, give thanks that we are not being devoured by sharks right now. And in fact, we have neighbors who unite and support. We have job opportunities. We have teachers and students giving it their all, that people can and will get better. And that we still have musicals. Help us to have trust in each other. And let us pray for each other. Let us pray for everyone to be healthy, for everyone to make the right decisions. And even when they don't, we still hold them. And we trust that together we will get through. We will stay connected. Amen.
Amen.
When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love.
Chug, chug, chug. Puff, puff, puff. Ding dong, ding dong. The jolly train made their way over the tracks. And this was a jolly train because they carried gifts for the kids and families who lived up and over the mountain. And they loved to provide this service. They had toy cars and dolls and clowns and dinosaurs, books for the kids to read like The Little Engine That Could, and art supplies, model clay and paints and markers, and food, all sorts of food, fresh vegetables and fruits, grains and meats, and even sweets and cakes for dessert. As the jolly train was making their way slowly up the mountain, chug, chug, puff, puff, sputter, the engine stopped. "Oh no!" cried the jolly train, and all of the dolls and clowns and toys exclaimed, "What's the matter?" And the jolly train said, "I can't go any further. My engine stopped and we're stuck, and I'm so worried and sad that the kids and families won't get their goods and gifts." And they all looked very sad. But then the clown said, "Look, there's a new shiny train coming. Surely this engine can help us." And so they put their arms and tails and antennas out to the window and flagged down the new shiny train, which stopped. They said, "Oh, new shiny train, please, won't you help carry us up over the mountain, because our engine stopped and the kids and families won't get their toys and books and art supplies and food if we don't have help." But the new shiny engine scoffed, said, "I am a passenger engine. I have been traveling for long days and nights, carrying important people to their jobs and leadership positions. I must rest so that I can keep doing important work." And off the new shiny train went. And the toys in the jolly train looked really sad. "But wait, look!" cried a doll. "I see a big, strong train. Surely they will help us." And so the toys put their arms and tails and antennas out the window and flagged down the big, strong train. And they said, "Please, big, strong train, please will you help carry us up over the mountain? You see, our engine stopped, and the kids and families who are expecting our goods will not get them if you don't help us to get over the mountain. No, said the big, strong train. No, I am a freight train, and I carry computers and machinery and advanced technology to adults with important jobs and leadership positions. No, I cannot help you. And off the big, strong train went. And now some of the toys started tearing up, and they all felt really sad. But look, cried a dinosaur, there is a little blue engine. Surely they will help us. And so once again, they put their arms and tails and antennas out the window and flagged down the little blue engine. Please, little blue engine, won't you help carry us up over the mountain? You see, our engine stopped. It won't work. And the kids and families are waiting for our goods and won't get them unless you help us. Please, please, won't you help us? And the little blue engine said, well, I'm not new or shiny. I'm not big and strong. I've never made it up over the mountain before. I've never tried, so I don't think I can help you. Oh, please, cried the toys in the jolly train. Won't you try? Please, please, we don't know what we would do without you. So the little blue engine thought to herself. She wasn't certain that she could make it because she'd never done it before. She had her doubts, but the train and these toys and the kids and families, they needed help. And she was there. She could try. And in that moment, she imagined herself with the train and the toys behind her, making it up and over the mountain. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, she exclaimed, and the toys and the jolly train said, hurrah! And she started to make her way up the mountain with the train and the goods behind her. I think I can, I think I can. And she still wasn't certain, but she had this feeling inside of her, this belief that she could do something she had never done before. This trust in herself that although it was challenging, it was a struggle, she would try as hard as she could. And the trust that there was a possibility that she might even make it. Chug, 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 puff, puff, puff. I think I can, and up and over the hill she went, the train and the goods following behind her, and she came into the town right before breakfast, and the kids and the families were overjoyed. They were so grateful for her effort. And after the little blue engine said goodbye, she was making her way down the mountain. She thought to herself, I thought I could, and I trust that I can do it again. Amen.
Let's sing the chalice. All three verses. I, we. No. I, you, we. Okay. It's a blessing I was born, and it matters what I do. What I know about God is a piece of the truth. Let the beauty I love be what I do, and I don't have to do it alone. It's a blessing you were born, and it matters what you do, what you know about God. beauty you love be what you do, and you don't have to do it alone. It's a blessing we were born, and it matters what we do. What we know about God is a piece of the truth. Let the beauty we love be what we do, and we don't have to do it alone.
May we all recognize that feeling inside of us as belief and trust, and through the challenges and struggles and doubts that we all have and can't escape. Try our hardest. Imagine making it up and over the mountain, even if we have to wake up and do it again. May we know such a trust. May it be so, and amen.